are out there. We have people who are, we have people who are buying, and we are getting into multiple offers, and there is a lot of competition. More people are entering, more people are realizing that, okay, you know what, interest rate zyada hai, so what? We are going to, we are just going to evolve and adjust to the increasing interest rate. And so you're listening to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday, and I come to you, and we talk about different things. Every जो भी मैं करती हूँ, it is Heart to Heart. I have been in real estate for 18 years. Literally, इसी हफ्ते, इस Saturday को my daughter turns 22. Sorry, not 22. My daughter turns 18, and I literally got my real estate license a week before she was born. So it always helps me remember कि exactly कितने साल हो गए, because that is in tune with my daughter's birthday. So the number to the studio is 214-817-3333. The number to the studio, 214-817-3333. If you would like to call, I've been doing real estate for 18 years. Highs देखे हैं, lows देखे हैं. You've been through it all, especially as an entrepreneur. When you are running your own business, when you're running that business, उसके साथ package के अंदर everything comes in, the good, bad, ugly, the joy, the downfalls, everything comes in, and you know you flow through it all. It's this river where आप कभी ऊपर हैं, कभी सिर्फ पानी के नीचे जा रहे होते हैं, फिर अपने आप को ऊपर लेके आते हैं. So I think that's kind of how life is as well. Life is also highs and lows, and it teaches us different lessons. So with that, let's play you a song here, and hope you enjoy this remix. And uh, here goes. It is Teri Diwani. All right. So we talk about real estate, and from real estate, we're going to transition into, after this song, we're going to transition into, and we're going to talk about the baggage that we carry in our life. And उस baggage का कितना बोझ है, and as you start shedding that baggage, life starts to change. So we have this song which is going to be playing for a couple of minutes. And so on Instagram, I'm going to sign off. I usually talk about real estate on Instagram. And so I'm going to sign off. I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope you have a fabulous week. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of this mixed version of Teri Divani by what was okay. So um, I'm going to go ahead and transition into and talk about the baggage in our life, and how, what exactly is this baggage that I'm talking about. So, zindagi mein, everything that happens, that transpires in our life, उस हर चीज का एक बैगेज होता है. जितनी चीज़ें हम ज़िंदगी में हम एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं, जिसके अंदर हमारे इमोशंस इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, विच इज़ प्रिटी मच इमोशंस आर इन्वॉल्व इन एवरीथिंग. सो हर वो चीज़ का बैगेज जो है वो हमारे ऊपर आ जाता है. एंड with life, as we move forward, we are carrying so much. It's like, I always give this reference that you see, especially in India, Pakistan, we see that there are porters at the airport, not airport, at the train station, even probably airports, who are out there, who are carrying so many bags. And in India and Pakistan, we have seen that they carry a lot of baggage. They carry it on their back, so on their back. So वो जो बोझ है उस बैगेज का, वो उनके कंधे, उससे आपके कंधे झुक जाते हैं उस सारे बोझ से. तो लाइफ इन लाइफ, व्हेन यू आर कैरिंग सो मच इमोशनल बैगेज on your shoulders, it weighs you down, it keeps weighing you down, and it impacts our personality, it impacts our perception of life, it impacts how we move forward in life. Because when there's just so much weight we are carrying on our shoulders, it impacts our way of functioning. And the way to change our life is when you see that you're always in that same space, and you always feel emotionally burdened. It's time to shed all that baggage from your shoulders. I always tell everyone that I've been working on my energy. I've been working on myself since 2016. So it's been 6 years since I've been working on myself. And during this journey of working on myself, I have been continuously trying to shed um, the वो बोझ जो मेरे ऊपर है, the burden on me, I've been shedding it. And the more this burden is coming from other people's expectations, it comes from you not living your best life, you not being true to yourself. So what is with us and this emotional baggage that we just carry around, right? For a second, just imagine yourself standing in heavy pouring rain with an empty bucket. The heavier it gets, the more it is difficult to hold that bucket. And there comes a time when the weight in that bucket is just so much that you have to just shed, you have to just pour everything out from the bucket, because you just can't hold it anymore. So we all have our baggage, we all have our baggage of sorrows and emotions and life that we carry with us as we journey through life. And the sorrows of the past, the us striving, our desires, to our desire to wanting to go back in life, wanting to go back in time to change things, and thinking, oh God, I wish I wouldn't have made that choice, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But it does not serve you to live in the past. It doesn't benefit you to think that that you could change your life, you could change your trajectory by going back in the past to change anything, because life does not work that way. If you change your perspective and instead you think that everything that happened in the past, it happened because it was meant to happen in your life, and it was meant to teach you something, it was meant to teach you some lesson, meant to be a stepping stone for you to, a building block, a stepping stone to take you a step forward, to help you become um, who you're meant to be in your life. So it doesn't serve to think about going back, because in reality we cannot do that. So it doesn't serve us. What serves us is to move forward in life. And we should constantly, when we constantly think, I wish, I wish, I wish, it weighs us down. And when things weigh you down, you you just can't move forward, because the burden of the past is just too much to carry. So it always benefits us to shed the weight of the yesteryears. जो बोझ है हमारे कंधों पे कल का, the regrets, the choices we made, the unlived memories, the opportunities that we did not take, or whatever it was, the past is gone. So the faster you shed the burdens of yesterday, that you're carrying on your shoulders, the faster you shed everything, the faster you will move forward in life, because it doesn't serve you. Everything that has happened in your life happened for a certain reason. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Some people come to teach you different lessons. And that's what it is, right? You learn and you move forward, because that's what life is about. It's all about moving forward. When we are holding on to our emotions, we are actually living in fear, because it's easier to just hold on to that fear rather than shed that fear and try something different, try something new, because that new opportunity will help you re-energize. It will help you discover something new about yourself. So isn't it isn't about, about the fear. You live in fear about getting hurt over and over again, or making the same mistakes in life, going through disappointments and betrayals. But when you are constantly trapped in those emotions, where you're thinking that, okay, you know what, this is where I'm going to stay, people have wronged me, people have done wrong in my life, and you're constantly living in that fear, then you keep attracting the same kind of people that you have attracted before. But when you make, in order, Einstein's theory of insanity, right? Expecting different results when you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what life is about. Life is about, you know, changing. Life is about embracing change, trying different things, because it's in the change that growth lies. When you try different things, it helps you grow, it helps you build, it helps you, just discover different things about yourself, even that you never thought existed within you. So in 30 seconds we are going to go on a break, and we'll see you after the break. You're listening to Saima Dillon on Heart to Heart with Saima. You're listening to me on 104.1 FM, 700 AM Radio Caravan. You're able to go on jointhecaravan.com as well to listen to me. See ya. All right, so while the break is on, in uh, in the studio, so I am going to see. Hey, Russ. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you for joining on LinkedIn. Um, so, you know, um, basically, that's what life is all about. Uh, hey, Nahid, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Hey, Firoz, kaise hain aap? Um, so that is what life is all about. Life is all about uh, the more you shed, the more free you feel, the more liberated you feel, the more you shed, the more you force yourself to come out of the fear, which is which just claws you, holding on to you with its claws. That's what fear does. It debilitates you, it hinders your growth, it doesn't let you move on in life. And um, and we can't live our life in fear, because when we live in fear, fear uh, just keeps us in its grasp and doesn't let us evolve. So that's what shedding baggage is all about. Hello. Thank you. Oh, you're here today? All right. Um, so yeah, we have changed the timing of the show, and I've switched to, now we are doing 1 hour instead of previously I was doing 2 hours, and um, it was a bit overwhelming. So we have switched over to an hour, and okay. So I wish I could play the music which we play in the studio, but unfortunately we cannot. Otherwise, we could really jam and have a ball and have a great time. So we have 9 seconds. Welcome back. You're listening to Heart with Saima, and I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 3. Sorry, 1 to 2, and many time change ho gaya hai. I have reduced the time to 2 o'clock, so ek ghante hoga, and so come to you 1 to 2 every Thursday, and so we're going to go ahead. We have been talking about baggage. Or se pehle we were talking about real estate. So this is that 1 hour that I get to come here on 104.1 FM, 700 AM. Jointhecaravan.com. You're listening to me on Radio Caravan, and I come to you, and you're able to just go on social media and join watch me live in the studio, because I do live stream my show. We've been talking about baggage. We have been talking about that baggage that we carry. We have been talking about real estate, how the real estate market is doing, because abhi tak, based on news, the housing market is still continues. We are already seeing a drop. In prices, but under a certain price point, we are still going into multiple offers. We are still in a situation where seller gets to define exactly what they want from the buyers, and that's kind of where we are. If you are in the market looking to buy or sell real estate, please do reach out to me. This is Saima, and if you have any real estate questions, reach out to me as well. And you are able to get in touch with me at 972 You're able to text me, let me know what you're looking for, and then we can set a time and talk. You can email me at vip@saimadillon.com, vip@saimadillon, SAIMADHILLON.com. Connect with me on social media. You can message me there as well. So, we have been talking about baggage. We all have emotional baggage. Some of us have just so much baggage that we have been carrying. And, everyone has baggage, which is kam ho, zada ho, it's little, it's more. All of us have baggage. And sometimes we feel that we are carrying a lifetime's worth of just heaviness, which is sorrow, pain, anger, you know which is what it is, right? I mean, no matter what life brings your way, you have to learn to shed this baggage. Otherwise, these painful emotions, they just tend to shape us, and they tend to shape the way we see others. Those memories, emotions, they influence what we seek and draw to our life, and the way we interact with people. Painful memories of the past, they create a blueprint for our subconscious mind, which prevents us from fully taking part in new situations or new opportunities that life has to offer, new relationships. This means that we might treat people a certain way because of what our subconscious is feeling, because the way you treat others is the way you treat yourself. And when you're carrying so much bodge, so much burden on you, then that the way you treat you is how you treat others. So if you want to change what you are attracting, if you want to change what is in your life, you will have to work very consciously on changing yourself, on removing the guilt of the past, the anger of the past, so you can change your future. And because your memories and thoughts that we have, they have a tendency to rise like aate ki tarah, dough ki tarah when it gets hot. But the thing is, they're not real. It just happened, and your past has no effect on you in your now, because it was your past. But we just carry so much of this burden with us in our future, that we just are not living in the present. We continue being a product of our past. So, with that, let's play another song for you. And again, I like playing remixes. So, here's another remix for you, and I hope you enjoy this one. It is from Gangster Yali. So yeah, we've been talking about the weight of the baggage, the emotional baggage that we carry in our life, everything that we carry from our past into our current life, it impacts our present, our current. Um, it it starts shaping our current life. Even when we want our current life to be different than our past, it still continues being the same because our thoughts, which are kind of engraved in our soul, they um, have an impact on um, our future because our thoughts create our destiny. So in order for us to change our future, in order for us to change what we are attracting, we cannot live in the past. We have to work on and change our energy, change ourselves piece by piece, bit by bit. um, the current situation, whatever that might be where we are living, if it's not serving us anymore, then it means that we need to work on ourselves and we need to change um, our thoughts, which are in our subconscious, which are in our psyche. We have to change everything that we feel, we believe in. So that we can change our future. So makes a huge difference, and um, our life is all about striving to bring change, striving to embrace change, striving whatever you know. And this is not easy, but whatever has happened in our life, everything that transpired has happened in our life, it has happened for some purpose, right? Whether it makes sense or not. Excuse me. And I question this a lot because बहुत दफ़ा चीज़ें do not make sense to me. I don't understand कि वो लोगों की ज़िंदगी में क्यों हुई हैं और उनका पर्पस क्या है और नहीं समझ में आता, you know. मगर जो भी चीज़ें हुई हैं, उनका जो भी इम्पैक्ट हमारे ऊपर है, वो चीज़ों ने हमें has made us into what we are today, and perhaps that's what's preparing us for something in the future. But if you don't like what you're attracting, you have to make a conscious effort to bring change. All right. Okay, so that was Yali, a remix version, because usually that's what I play for you. I do play remixes. I enjoy remixes, तो मैं इसलिए उनको play करती हूँ. बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं पसंद आते, मगर मुझे I like those upbeat music जिसके ऊपर you can enjoy yourself in the studio. You can chill, you can dance, you can have a good time. So. Uh, so it is 1:45 in the studio, and I come to you every Thursday. This is Saima, and आप मेरी वेबसाइट पे जाके मुझे रीच कर सकते हैं, which is saimadillon.com. आप मुझे email कर सकते हैं at vip@saimadillon.com. If you are looking for any help in the world of real estate, that is my other passion. So do reach out to me, and I would, we can, अगर कोई आप real estate investment में आना चाह रहे हैं, commercial real estate, आप कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं, तो we can always hop on a call, we can get on a Zoom call, we can talk, we can discuss. You're able to reach me at 972-244-3106. Do text me, email me, let me know the purpose of the call so that we can set a time and I can give you a call back. So we have been talking about, you know, emotional baggage, the baggage that each and every person carries in their life, and the baggage that shapes us into who we are today. And if you don't like where you are in your current situation in life, then you will need to change your life. And in order to change your life, you will need to change and get rid of some of that baggage. Because वो baggage का बोझ इतना ज़्यादा हमारे ऊपर हो जाता है कि वो there are times that then carrying the weight of the baggage, it just weighs us down and we are not able to carry it anymore, and it breaks us. And you know, everything to me, it's very difficult for me to understand this. But everything that I read, everything that I listen to, it tells me that everything happens for a reason. Every circumstance, every challenge, every test of life, it happens to shape you into becoming someone, to help you, to equip you with what your future has in hold for you. But if you are in a bad place and you feel that you're always miserable, then baggage goes, the experiences, the emotions, it creates fear in us. And that fear, it continues shaping our present. We are always unhappy in our circumstances. We are always unhappy with everything that is going on in our life. So, so how do you track emotional baggage, right? So, जब आपको ये feel हो कि there's endless comparison, you're in an endless comparison cycle, you're always comparing. um, how do you compare yourself and your life to others? यार उसकी life में ये हो रहा है, you know what, something great is happening. And you know, we are on social media, we are watching people, we are like, wow, look at her life, you know, she's traveling all over the world, or look at her, she's wearing the best clothes, or look at her, you know, she looks so happy with her family. But instead of comparing yourself to what others are showing on social media, if we focus on ourselves and where we are, the emotional baggage that we are carrying, and work on shedding that emotional baggage, it will help change our lives. But when you're always comparing yourself to other people, you will never be able to change your life, and it means you're carrying so much emotional baggage. Um, Utter deficiency. Basically, what that means is it's when we pay too much attention to our own faults, what is missing in us, हर वक्त अपने अंदर कीड़े निकालना कि you know, मेरे में ये कमजोरी है, मेरे में ये खामी है, I have this weakness or that weakness in myself. When you're always focused on your own shortcomings, it means that there you are carrying all this baggage of the past, traumas of the past, things which have shaped your habits, and they have perhaps even to a certain point become obsession in your life. You know, we tend to go on a quest and or dig up something new that we think is wrong about us. हर वक्त अपने अंदर देखना कि ओ मेरी स्किन कितनी बुरी लग रही है, ओ मेरा वेट कितना दिख रहा है, यू नो, ये देखो मेरी मेरी ये यहाँ पे कितनी मुझे रिंकल्स दिख रहे हैं, या मेरे बालों में ये प्रॉब्लम हो गया, या मेरा वेट ज्यादा हो गया है. जब हम हर वक्त अपने अंदर कीड़े निकाल रहे होते हैं, तो हम ऑटोमेटिकली हम अपने बच्चों में भी फिर कीड़े निकाल रहे होते हैं. हर वक्त हम उनको भी ये बोल रहे होते हैं. इट्स ऑलवेज दैट फीलिंग ऑफ डिससैटिस्फैक्शन, यू आर नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विद योरसेल्फ. सो आप अपने बच्चों के अंदर भी उसी चीज को ट्रांसफर करते जाते हो, राइट? बिकॉज यू आर नॉट हैप्पी योरसेल्फ, यू ट्रांसफर दैट इनटू योर किड्स. आप हर वक्त अपने बच्चों में भी ओ वेट कम करो, वेट ज्यादा करो, ये आज स्कूल का काम अच्छा नहीं किया, आज तुमने यू नो ये बी क्यों आया है, सी क्यों आया है. You don't let your kids breathe. You're hovering over them all the time, and you don't, आप ना खुद जी रहे हो अपनी जिंदगी, आप चाहते हो कि आपके बच्चे आपके अधूरे ख्वाब पूरे करें जो आप खुद आपको आप अपने लिए नहीं कर सके. वो आपको होता है कि आपके बच्चे यू नो कोई जाके यू नो सैटर्न के ऊपर पहुंच जाएं, यू नो they reach the moon or the stars or wherever, because आप खुद नहीं कर सकें अपनी लाइफ के अंदर. But that's not how it is. When you have emotional baggage that you're carrying, You have to work on yourself. You have to shed. Maybe your parents did that to you, and the vicious cycle continues. But at some point, if you don't bring an end to that vicious cycle, what your parents did to you and you do to your kids, somewhere in there it has to stop. Because, like I always say, your kids have not come into this world to fulfill your unfulfilled dreams. They have come into this world to live their own destiny. So, with that, let's go on into another song, and hope you enjoyed this. So, let's see. This is Ilahi again. It's a remix version, so I hope you enjoy it. Uh, okay, so I've been playing all these songs here, which are remixes of their mashup. Their mashup between um, uh, music here, English music, and between Bollywood music. So it's a mashup. Something I discovered just this morning on Instagram, and I thought the music was just so cool. So I wish I could play it so we could all have a good time, but unfortunately, we can't. Um, All right, so that was another mashup, another remix, and I hope you enjoyed that. It is something different. It is a mashup. It is a remix that I'm playing. So I know everyone doesn't enjoy remixes, but I definitely do, and I enjoy mashups as well. And I wish I could play the music in the studio so we could actually all have a good time and we could party. But unfortunately, we can't because Facebook will just slap our wrist and just, right there, just, just put an end to the show because they're very, very particular about it. So, and we are streaming live on social media. So you are listening to Saima on Heart to Heart with Saima. And I come to you every Thursday. And Kuchar, we talk about real estate and we talk about life, and I share my life experiences with you. And if you have been on this journey with me, then you know that I'm a huge advocate for children and teenagers, and uh, you know about giving them the space to be able to make their decisions. So my daughter turns 18. My younger daughter turns 18 on Saturday, and I was asking my younger daughter what she is a senior, and she's going to graduate early next year. And I was asking her, okay, after you graduate, Fiza, what would you like to do? So Fiza tells me that, Mom, what I really want to do is I want a gap year, and with that gap year, I want to go to Europe, and I want to travel through Europe. I want to go. So Fissa is a creative child. She is not very much on the academic side. She's more creative. Usko, she wants to, she loves culinary arts, and what she has been wanting to do is be a pastry chef. So, I was like, we had Fizza speak to some counselors who are in culinary arts, and they said, you know what, it's a very difficult field, and before you even go into the education side of it, you should try working in some restaurants and see if that kind of a life is something that works for you or not. So that actually made sense to me. And I told her that, you know what, why not give that a try? Work in a restaurant, see if you're able to do the weekends and the week evenings, and live that kind of a life where you're sacrificing a lot of your free time, especially your evenings and weekends. So Fiza says, she wants to go and travel around Europe, and she wants to live in Europe for a year and work in Europe while she's doing that. So फिजा जो हैं वो सैटरडे को 22nd को she's going to be 18. तो I have been just thinking about, okay, how do we let this child who's just turning 18 and next year go and be by herself? Is she emotionally, mentally, is she in that place where can she take care of herself? So, as parents, ye sab decisions, all these decisions are there for us to make. Of course, when you look at it from a different perspective, she is going to be an adult, and but because of the relationship we have, and because I sat there and I talked to her, and I was like, we want to make sure that mentally and emotionally she is in a place to take care of herself before she ventures off on this adventure. So she actually sat there, she listened to me, she heard me out. Um, Past couple of years have been quite turbulent for me and my family, and we've gone through, it's been a roller coaster. So all these things, they impact the mental and emotional. So all these things, they impact the emotional and mental, our emotional and mental well-being. So it's very important to see our kids in a place where they are. I was quite young when I came to the US. I came to the US as a student right after finishing my A levels, and I came as a student. Um, but I had some support system over here. My brother was here for a short time, but he helped me lay my foundation over here. Um, so that being said, no one pays any attention to mental health. Mental health to me is the most important aspect of a human being, of our psyche, because जब तक हमारा हम mentally we are not in a good place, until mentally we are not stable, we are not strong, neither emotionally nor physically we'll be in a good place. So जब physically बीमारियां लगनी शुरू होती हैं, ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस, कैंसर, डिफरेंट किस्म, बार बार आप बीमार हो रहे हैं, बार बार आपके साथ चीज़ें हो रही हैं, तो जब हम mentally we are not in a good place, तो हमारी body starts giving out these signs and this indication that, you know what, something is wrong, something is wrong. It keeps giving indication. um, even our skin is the biggest organ of our body, so rashes may break out karna. When we see कि हमारे बाल गिर रहे हैं या हमारे हमारे nails की growth right नहीं है, तो all these things, they are an indication that our body is not functioning in the way it's supposed to function. And that right there is an indication that something is off mentally. जब mentally हम right place में नहीं होते, it impacts us emotionally, it impacts us physically. When mentally we are not in the right place, it manifests itself through all these different attributes, through these different things. So mental state of mind, जिसको हम totally disregard करते हैं, um, and what can be done? Um, Therapy. Um, as much as I'm not an advocate of medication, but sometimes medication is a necessity. Sometimes you need medication to get you back on track, and then you wean yourself off the medication. But mental strength is the most important thing for a human being, for us to be in balance in our life. Welcome back. You're listening to Saima, and I'm here tuned into you on Heart to Heart with Saima. So, वैसे तो आज से, from today, we were going to. I've reduced my time slot from 2 hours to 1 hour. So I was supposed to just be here till 2 and end the show at 2, and we have someone else who's going to be coming on, but she's not here today, so they asked me to just continue, and which is what I will do. I'll continue, stay here, play some more remixes for you to enjoy, because I do enjoy remixes. So with that, we go into another one, mashup, and so hope you enjoy this. And all right. So on YouTube and LinkedIn, and my Facebook business page. Thank you all for joining. So on LinkedIn, I'm going to, and YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. We're going to keep it to an hour. And I am in the studio and I'm streaming live. I'll continue streaming live on Facebook. Thank you all for being here. And thank you all for being a part of my journey. Thank you for watching Heart to Heart. If you are still wanting to listen, you can join me on Facebook. I'm streaming live for another till 3 o'clock. And you can go on to jointhecaravan.com and uh, listen to the radio show from there as well. All right. Take care.